Hello, this is Player22 and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm just doing a voiceover of me playing Fallout 4. And in this video, remember, so before this bit, all I did was a bit of preparation for heading down to where Nick Valentine is, and I went to the detectives agency to get the mission, even though I can just head there without getting the mission. I decided, instead of just marking roughly where the vault that Nick Valentine is in on my map, I decided instead of marking that up on my map, I'd get the mission thing, so then it'd be exactly right. And it didn't take long. I cut the first bit out though, because I was doing quite a bit of stuff that shouldn't have taken very long. I was just like selling stuff, and then I had the thing where one of the residents of Diamond City thinks another one is a synth, and yeah, so that was gonna be annoying. Not gonna be annoying. I mean, that took up time because everybody stays to watch, even if you kill the resident with the gun pointed at the other resident's head. Still stay around that area, so I just cut it out. Like the other residents stay around the area for a bit, and yeah, it took me a while to just get like stuff like basic equipment sold and bought. Could have just said sorted that. Oh well. I was thinking of saying sorted, but then I thought that wouldn't work. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to, in this video, I just go to get Nick Valentine out from Skinny Malone's place. Just move my microphone. Ah. Personally, I don't like the mission. It's not. I don't think it was a bad idea to put it in the game. It's just a bit boring to do, really. But then, well, I guess that helps make this a more relaxing video. I say boring. There's some like interesting bits in it, like the Skinny Malone bit at the end, where if you don't have the right stuff or the right amount of charisma, then you're gonna die. Whereas I made sure I had enough ammunition and the right tactics. I did die a few times afterwards, so I was just doing stupid things. Like I blew up a car and didn't run away. That was the first time I died. I cut it out of the video, because I died a couple of times when getting back to Diamond City, and then had to redo the Skinny Malone bit. I think I did it, the Skinny Malone bit 3 times, where you fight him 3 times. So I'd saved inside of his vault in one of the beds. I think is the last bedroom before you enter his, before you exit the vault into his area. I thought that the Swan was going to start chucking shit at me. I really did. Yeah. Anyway, I cut a bunch of stuff out near the end of the video because it wasn't worth keeping in. It was just me heading back to Diamond City and getting slaughtered a few times. So yeah, and then I think I cut out Nick Valentine mentioning that he was going to meet me at the detectives agency, of us agreeing on him meeting me there. Oh no, I think he just tells you. Oh well, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. But
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone's weak. We caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
I knew there was a grenade in the bathroom somewhere. Well, I think I've just gone past it, haven't I? There. Well, no, I didn't go past it. I set it off. I wasn't looking at the screen now. I remember that I set it off. That's right. Suppose I might as well talk about a new laptop that I'm probably going to get at the start of next month. So now videos I'm doing on my laptop, I'll have a better laptop. They'll be of like a decent quality. I'll be able to do Fallout 4 videos now. Yes, I've been watching the second-hand market. I've been saving up some money, and it's looking like if I'm lucky, I could get a laptop with a GTX 1650 in it. But I think I'm going to be looking at more like a laptop with a GTX 1050. And then maybe if I'm lucky, a GTX 1060. But yeah, so what I would do is I've looked at what I'd be doing with the GTX 1060 and the GTX 1050 to solve the fact that they, well, especially just the laptop ones at least have quite the lack of power. And what I'd do is I'd overclock them a bit, not by much, and I'd be recorded in 720p at 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second in 1080p, and I'd be playing in 720p as well. So yeah, it'd be 720p for me as well. Which I wouldn't say that's like a bad thing. So, but a lot of people's TVs are in 720p. I think most TVs are either in 720p or 1080p. And the more expensive ones do 4K. Of course, the 4K ones and the 1080p ones, and or even the 720p ones, will be able to change the resolution. You might not be able to do it yourself, but yeah, it can be. I'm pretty sure it can be done. But anyway, yeah. So if I'm, it's looking like I'm gonna end up with Linux as the mint. I don't really know much about Linux, but the mint OS or mint edition of Linux will probably be the one that I use on the laptop, because Windows 10 support is running out. And there's a possibility that, well, from the laptops that I've looked at and how fast stuff is going off the market, it looks like, and also how fast prices are changes and not how fast and how prices are changing, it looks like I'll probably have a laptop with a GTX 1050 and a 7th gen Intel processor. I remember there was 2 laptops with an AMD card that I was looking at. It was like the AMD equivalent of the GTX 1050, but of course it only had 2 gigs of VRAM. It performed slightly worse anyway. But just when I'm recording, especially when I'm recording stuff, I want the GTX 1050, which most of them have 4 gigs of VRAM. Some of the laptops don't specify, but some of the, where people, they might specify it on the official website, but when people are selling them secondhand, they don't always include which thing it is. Like they'll say 1080 Ti or whatever, but they don't always say with the laptops at least what VRAM version it is, because it's like, well, they don't really have that with the desktop PCs. I think that's why. But I think with the GTX 1050 mobile, which is the laptop one, they've got a 2 gig version, a 3 gig version, and a 4 gig version. Most of the ones that you see are a 4 gig version, and I think it's quite rare to see the 2 gig version. I think there's a 3 gig version. I think there's a 3 gig version. I might be getting a little bit mixed up here. No, there's definitely a 4 gig version. And there's another version of it that is in like a GTX 1050 Ti on Supercard, or Ti Supercard. I don't think they have a Ti Supercard of the GTX 1050 mobile edition anyway. I don't think they have it of the standard edition either. When I say standard edition, I mean desktop edition. There was a little stutter there, well, and I had to check that the video was going there, because I paused the recording. Paused the making of the recording for this video and the recording for the video that I'm doing a voiceover of, because my dad came in to talk to me. So if there's a little stutter there, that's why. There is still, I think, the odd stutter in the original video. I think my version of CapCut needs updating. I've only watched it through CapCut, but then my version of OBS Studio is also outdated. So I don't know if that's why. I think there's about 2 or 3 stutters in here, but then I think I did do the thing where I paused the recording whilst I'm making the recording. So that could be why as well, or that'll be why in think I did that twice, though. Yeah, and I think it started a little bit more than that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, no. So, yeah, I've just been knackered for a while.
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station?
Hey, get him!
Yeah, I ended up having to go to the hospital, and I ain't gonna go into, like, why. Just, yeah, quite ill. And it wasn't, like, severe. It just, well, it could have been severe. I'm supposed to be resting. I am mostly resting, but still. Like on Tuesday, I still did. I've worked out. But tomorrow I'm gonna. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Wednesday today. Tomorrow I'm still gonna do it on day. Being a little bit cautious, but. I'm alright, mostly.
Got a nice pair of cement shoes for you.
How you doing in there, Valentine? Feeling hungry? Want a snack?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna bump you off.
Don't give me that crap, Valentine. You know nothing, you got nothing.
Really? Saw him writing your name down in that black book of his. Lousy, cheating card shark, I think were his exact words. Then he struck the name across 3 times.
3 strikes? In the black book? But I never... Oh, no. I gotta smoke this over fast.
Suppose while I'm here, I might as well ask. But, I mean, if you within about 4 weeks of this being uploaded, I'm gonna say 3.5, because that's when I'll probably be quite eager to buy a new laptop. But if you would recommend any gaming laptops, like about 160 quid. Well, we'll say under. Yeah, no, we'll say under 165 or under. Any gaming laptops that come with a charger, if you see them on eBay, and you'd recommend them. then please do say. I know I've done quite a lot of searching for the stuff, but weirdly, when I search for like the same sort of stuff, well, when I do it under, like I'll put in 7th, 8th, and 9th gen Intel CPU thing, it will come up with different stuff to if I do that on my PC. It will come up with different stuff to if I do that on my phone or my laptop.
I don't know who you are, but we got...
Well, some of the stuff will be different, so I'll even do it at the same time, and they'll still be different. And I'll do it multiple times as well, and it, like, one will still come up with the stuff it came up with last time, and the other one might not come up with either. Oh, one of the other ones, but I'll just... so anyway, but I can still find them on there when I search it specifically, but, or if I email them to myself, then I can just go to the link. But if you do find any like that, then
Anyway, you got troubles?
please, that you would
Hey, Valentine.
I know you
think
have a
would be
case
good,
you
and
want solved, but
then
underground
please do
as
recommend them to
well
me.
is not the best place to talk. Malone's
Now we've got to have either the GTX 1050 with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. But if you don't know how much VRAM they have, then that doesn't matter. You can just recommend it to me. But or a better card in them, and either I'm mainly looking at 7th gen Intel processors, just in general, and 8th gen Intel processors, then also 9th gen Intel processors. So, as well, because sometimes you find some of them paired with some of the older graphics cards.
Good.
But if you find something like that, then please do recommend it to me in the comments.
This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
I do apologise for being a bit stuttery, by the way. I can be like that at times, and it's probably irritating to listen to at times when I'm stuttering and I'm being all quiet.
Come on, who's there?
Who made it? Huh?
You've got to try and find out what I'm going to say, and I know that some people do struggle to understand a British accent, even mine. Really that. But it's not that bad. I'm not from Newcastle. Bloody hell. Quite bad down there.
You and Valentine are both dead.
Won't be bothering anybody now.
Not all of them, just some of them.
Let's see those moves, tough guy. Lost him. Ah, that's just great. Over here!
There.
I said something won't leave me alone. I don't know what I'm fucking about. I said something won't leave me alone. Just some of them won't leave me alone. No. Oh. No, right. Some of the people in Newcastle just don't sound that great at all. Some of the people in Newcastle. Did I say? Oh, I'm getting mixed up now because I'm reading stuff trying to talk. Some of the people in Newcastle just don't sound that great. Not some of the people in Oman. I don't think I said some of the people in Oman. I think I'm just reading laptop names.
Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting for us somewhere. The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous. Another locked door.
Only opens with a key.
Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting you. Now that I finally got a good thing going.
The main, by the way, the main reason that they've got to come with a charger, the laptops, is because, well, I'm already going to be buying a new battery for whatever laptop I get. I'm just going to buy the best battery that I can for it. Maybe if it says in the description or whatever that it's got a new battery, I might just leave it.
Bullets probably add a few ounces. Good night, Prince. Here's to all the old days. There'll be an awkward conversation with Darla's parents when I tell them their daughter. Well, get out of here.
Yeah, I would like something. Well, yeah, I'm going to take a second. I'm most likely going to put a new battery in a laptop. If it says that somewhere that it's just had one installed, then I might just ignore the fact that it might not have a charger and just buy a charger for it. No, it's not. I ignore the fact. No. If I buy a new battery, no. Oh. If it says it's got had a new battery installed, then I might just ignore the fact that it might not have a charger. Well, I won't ignore it, but I'll probably just go, oh, alright, okay, I'll buy the charger then. For it. Unless it doesn't say what charger it needs. Well, or like, if it doesn't say the specific laptop, then I won't, or what charger it needs. Then I'll just kind of skip past it if it says it's got no charger. I meant to cut this bit out, I'm just going to skip it and the thing. Here's the end of the video, pretty much. After this, I just went straight to a bed. I think I remember here I smacked him by accident. Yeah, I died. I then loaded that save up. And I cut part out, and yeah, I went to bed. Sure, I went to bed for the end of the video. Yep, there we go. And just decided to sleep for 1 hour, and there we go. We're done. Thank you for watching or just listening, whatever. Thank you for, well, don't mean to sound rude when I say whatever, but thank you for watching, and goodbye.